Number 1. The 1965 Ford Fairlane 500. The 1965 Ford Fairlane 500 has become one of Ford's most underrated muscle-era classics. Its lightweight body, simple styling, and proven small-block V8 make it a favorite among enthusiasts who want a car that's just as enjoyable to drive as it is to admire. This example is listed at $24,500 and features its rebuilt, numbers-matching C-code 289 cubic-inch V8. While the original engine has been retained, it has received several tasteful upgrades, including an Edelbrock 1406 carburetor, aluminum intake manifold, mild performance camshaft, Sanderson headers, Flowmaster 44 dual exhaust, Pertronix 2 electronic ignition, and an aluminum radiator. The result is a classic small-block Ford that's likely more responsive and reliable than it was when it left the factory. Backing the engine is a rebuilt C4 automatic transmission fitted with a Transgo shift kit and a Locher floor shifter, giving the car a sportier driving feel. Out back, a Yukon 3.70 geared rear axle with track-lock limited slip differential provides much stronger acceleration while improving traction when putting power to the pavement. The upgrades continue underneath with a front disc brake conversion, Wilwood master cylinder, new shocks, wheel bearings, and axle bearings, all aimed at making the Fairlane safer and more enjoyable to drive. Visually, the car wears American Racing TT0 wheels and a modern indium gray metallic paint finish, giving the classic body a subtle contemporary touch. Inside, the front upholstery and carpet have been replaced, and sound deadening has been added to the floor, making the cabin noticeably more comfortable for longer drives. So, is it worth the $24,500 asking price? In my opinion, yes. This isn't a factory original restoration. It's a thoughtfully upgraded driver's Fairlane that focuses on reliability, performance, and usability while still retaining its numbers-matching engine. Considering the cost of building a car to this level today, the asking price appears quite reasonable. The 1965 Ford Fairlane 500 proves that sometimes the best classics aren't the ones left completely stock. They're the ones carefully improved so they can be enjoyed on today's roads without losing the character that made them special in the first place. Number 2. The 1968 Chevrolet Camaro Rally Sport Convertible. The 1968 Chevrolet Camaro Rally Sport Convertible is one of the most desirable first-generation Camaros ever built. With its hidden headlights, classic body lines, and open-top design, it's a car that perfectly captures the spirit of late 1960s American performance. This example is located in Mason, Ohio, with an asking price of $36,500. The seller notes that it has remained in the same family for more than 15 years, adding an extra layer of history and care to this classic. Power comes from its numbers-matching 327 cubic-inch V8, paired with a rare factory 3-speed floor-shift manual transmission and center console. While it isn't the highest performance engine Chevrolet offered, the matching drivetrain makes this Camaro especially appealing to enthusiasts who appreciate originality. The car is equipped with power steering, power brakes with front discs, and an upgraded Detroit Speed electric headlight door conversion, replacing the original vacuum-operated system for improved reliability. The convertible top was professionally replaced just a few years ago, and the seller describes the body as exceptionally solid, with clean floors, an excellent original trunk, and quality replacement quarter panels. Originally finished in British green, the car was later repainted maroon before receiving a 3M flame red vinyl wrap, giving it its current vibrant appearance. The seller honestly notes that the wrap shows minor shrinkage in a few places, and also mentions a few items that could use attention, including the parking brake cable, original rear leaf spring bushings, and a recommended mechanical inspection before extended road trips due to limited recent use. In my opinion, what makes this Camaro stand out is the seller's transparency. Along with its numbers-matching drivetrain, rare manual transmission, strong body, and family ownership history, the honest description gives buyers a clear understanding of what they're getting. For anyone searching for an authentic first-generation Camaro that's ready to enjoy while leaving room for future improvements, this Rally Sport convertible is certainly worth a closer look. Number 3. The 1966 Plymouth Belvedere. Before the peak of the muscle car wars, the Plymouth Belvedere established itself as one of Chrysler's strongest performance platforms. Its clean, lightweight body made it an ideal foundation for big block power, and today it remains a favorite among Mopar enthusiasts who value both performance and classic styling. This particular 1966 Plymouth Belvedere is located in Frankfort, Kentucky, with an asking price of $29,900. Finished in a rare special order petty blue, it shows just over 52,000 miles and is equipped with a desirable factory 4-speed manual setup. Although the car originally left the factory with a 383 V8, it now houses a 440 cubic inch big block, providing a substantial increase in power. That engine is paired with a 4-speed manual transmission and an 8 3/4 inch rear axle with posi traction, creating a drivetrain that's well suited for spirited street driving. The car also retains its bench seat, factory 4-speed floor shifter, and manual drum brakes, preserving much of its original muscle car character despite the engine upgrade. According to the seller, it's available for either sale or trade. In my opinion, this Belvedere offers a great blend of originality and performance. The rare petty blue finish, factory 4-speed configuration, and upgraded 440 big block make it an appealing choice for Mopar enthusiasts who want a classic that's built to be driven rather than simply displayed. Number 4. The 1966 Pontiac Tempest. What if I told you that for $23,500, you could own a 1966 Pontiac Tempest with a 400 cubic inch V8, a legendary M22 4-speed transmission, and the clean, understated styling that made these mid-60s Pontiacs so appealing? Sometimes, the most enjoyable classics are the ones built to be driven. Finished in white with a striking red interior, this Tempest has the timeless look of a classic Pontiac while hiding a much more performance-oriented drivetrain beneath the hood. According to the seller, it's powered by a 400 cubic inch Chevrolet V8, paired with the iconic M22 Rock Crusher 4-speed manual transmission, a gearbox that's highly respected for its strength and unmistakable shifting feel. One detail that makes this car especially interesting is its bench seat, 4-speed configuration. It's a combination you don't see every day and gives the interior a unique character while preserving that old-school muscle car experience. The seller also states that the body and frame are clean, and that the car runs great, suggesting it's ready to be enjoyed rather than spending months in the garage. So, is it worth the asking price? Personally, I think it offers plenty of value. While it isn't a factory-correct restoration, it was clearly built with driving enjoyment in mind. The combination of a strong V8, an M22 manual transmission, and a solid rust-free foundation makes this Tempest an appealing option for enthusiasts who want performance without paying GTO prices. If you're looking for a classic that's simple, powerful, and fun every time you grab the shifter, this 1966 Pontiac Tempest is definitely worth considering. Number 5. The 1969 Chevrolet Camaro RS. What if I told you that for $43,500, you could own a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro RS that's been upgraded with modern performance while still wearing one of the most iconic muscle car bodies ever built? The 1969 Camaro is widely considered one of the greatest American performance cars of all time. Its aggressive styling has become legendary, and this example adds modern hardware that makes it even more enjoyable behind the wheel. Finished in black with a gray interior, this Camaro RS has a timeless appearance. According to the seller, the body is very straight, although the older paint isn't perfect and could benefit from a professional buff to really make it shine. I actually appreciate that level of honesty. It's refreshing to see a seller acknowledge imperfections instead of pretending the car is flawless. Under the hood is an LT1 V8, paired with a 6-speed manual transmission. That's a major upgrade over the original drivetrain, giving the car modern reliability, stronger performance, and much better highway cruising. It also features power rack and pinion steering, power 4-wheel disc brakes, and power windows, making it far easier to live with than a stock 1969 Camaro. These upgrades transform the driving experience. You still get the unmistakable look of a first-generation Camaro, but with steering, braking, and performance that feel much more contemporary. So, is it worth the asking price? In my opinion, yes. For $43,500, you're getting a genuine 1969 Camaro RS with desirable modern upgrades already completed. Upgrades that would cost a significant amount to replicate today. It may not be a concours restoration, but if your goal is to own a classic Camaro that's built to be driven instead of just admired, this one offers a very compelling package. Number 6. The 1965 Chevrolet Impala Convertible. The 1965 Chevrolet Impala convertible is one of the most iconic full-size American classics ever built. With its flowing body lines, open-top design, and big block power, it's the kind of car that continues to attract attention everywhere it goes. This example is listed at $27,500 and is powered by a 396 cubic inch big block V8, paired with an automatic transmission. According to the seller, the car was purchased from the original owner, and the engine has been completely rebuilt just 100 miles ago, meaning the drivetrain is essentially still in its break-in period. Mechanically, the Impala has received an impressive list of upgrades. It features a new Edelbrock carburetor, Willwood front disc brakes, a new alternator, water pump, aluminum radiator, dual exhaust system, and a rebuilt power convertible top system with new pump and hydraulic cylinders. Even more importantly, the seller states that the entire underside has been restored, giving buyers confidence that much of the expensive structural work has already been completed. The seller also describes the car as running strong, but is honest about one important point: it still needs paint and cosmetic work to reach its full potential. Personally, I actually appreciate listings that clearly disclose remaining work, because it allows buyers to know exactly what they're getting instead of discovering surprises later. So, is it worth the $27,500 asking price? In my opinion, yes. A 1965 Impala convertible with a freshly rebuilt 396 big block, restored undercarriage, upgraded braking system, and rebuilt convertible top represents strong value, especially considering how expensive these cars have become to restore. While the cosmetics still need attention, most of the costly mechanical work appears to have already been completed. The 1965 Chevrolet Impala convertible remains one of the true icons of American cruising, and this example offers an excellent opportunity to own a powerful big block classic while adding your own finishing touches. Number 7. The 1970 Buick Wildcat convertible. The 1970 Buick Wildcat convertible is one of the most underrated full-size performance cars of the muscle car era. Combining Buick luxury with serious big block power, it delivers effortless cruising while remaining far rarer than many of its competitors. This example is located in Carnegie, Pennsylvania, with an asking price of $19,000. Although the listing title mentions an Electra, the seller clearly identifies the car as a 1970 Buick Wildcat convertible, and notes that it is one of only 1,244 convertibles produced for the model year. Under the hood is Buick's legendary 455 cubic inch V8, paired with a dependable turbo hydromatic 400 automatic transmission. The engine has been upgraded with headers and an aftermarket intake manifold, but the seller has thoughtfully retained the original components, giving the next owner the option to return the car to factory specification if desired. The odometer shows just under 67,000 miles, and the seller explains that the car spent many years being driven regularly while they lived on the West Coast. Since moving, however, family commitments have meant it spends most of its time in storage, which is the primary reason for the sale. The seller is also refreshingly honest, noting that there are still a few small items left to finish. Rather than presenting the car as perfect, they describe it as an enjoyable driver that simply deserves more use than they're currently able to give it. In my opinion, this 1970 Buick Wildcat convertible offers exceptional value. With its rare production numbers, powerful 455 V8, desirable TH400 transmission, and included original parts, it represents a unique opportunity to own one of Buick's most overlooked big block convertibles at a price that's difficult to ignore. Number 8. The 1965 Pontiac GTO Coupe. Few cars have influenced American performance history like the 1965 Pontiac GTO. Often regarded as one of the pioneers of the muscle car era, the GTO combined aggressive styling with powerful V8 performance, creating a legend that continues to command attention nearly 6 decades later. This particular GTO is located in Farmingdale, New York, with an asking price of $66,000. Finished in blue inside and out, it shows approximately 65,000 miles and is presented as a numbers-matching car complete with its original Protecto plate, documentation, and restoration receipts. Power comes from the factory 389 cubic inch tri-power V8, paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. According to the seller, the car has undergone a flawless restoration and was already built from a very solid original example. Factory equipment is especially impressive, including power steering, power brakes, power windows, air conditioning, a tilt steering wheel, remote mirror, power antenna, and four-wheel disc brakes, making it one of the better-equipped GTOs of its era. The seller also notes that the car runs and drives beautifully and describes it as a classic that can be enjoyed while potentially appreciating in value. In my opinion, this is the kind of GTO collectors look for. A numbers-matching drivetrain, extensive documentation, original Protecto plate, and a high-quality restoration make it far more than just another restored muscle car. It's a well-documented example of one of Pontiac's greatest achievements and a classic that's equally at home on the road or in a serious collection. Number 9. The 1963 Cadillac DeVille convertible. What if I told you that for $25,000, you could own one of the most iconic American luxury convertibles ever built? This 1963 Cadillac DeVille convertible is the kind of classic that instantly turns heads wherever it goes. Finished in a timeless white exterior with a beautiful red interior featuring white piping, this Cadillac perfectly captures the elegance and style of the early 1960s. The long, flowing body lines, tasteful chrome, and unmistakable Cadillac presence make it look just as impressive today as it did more than 60 years ago. Under the hood is Cadillac's legendary 390 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission that delivers the smooth, effortless driving experience these luxury cars are famous for. According to the seller, the car runs very well, making it more than just a showpiece. It's a classic you can actually enjoy on the open road. Another highlight is the power-operated convertible top, allowing you to transform the car from an elegant coupe to an open-air cruiser in just seconds. The seller also emphasizes that the body is completely rust-free, which is one of the most important things to look for when buying a classic of this age. Inside, the red upholstery remains in very nice condition, giving the cabin the luxurious atmosphere Cadillac was known for during its golden era. It's the kind of interior that reminds you why Cadillac was considered the standard of American luxury. So, is it worth the asking price? Personally, I think it's a very appealing opportunity. For $25,000, you're getting a rust-free, V8-powered Cadillac convertible that offers timeless styling, impressive road presence, and the kind of comfort that made these cars legendary. If you've always wanted a classic luxury cruiser that combines elegance, history, and open-top driving, this 1963 Cadillac DeVille convertible is definitely worth a closer look. Number 10. The 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. What if I told you that for $50,000, you could own a 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, one of the most recognizable muscle cars ever built and a model that continues to attract collectors around the world? The 1968 Chevelle SS marked the beginning of Chevrolet's second-generation A-body design, introducing a more muscular, aggressive look that would become an icon of the muscle car era. Even today, it's one of the most sought-after classic Chevrolets on the market. Finished in bright red with a black interior, this Chevelle delivers exactly the kind of timeless appearance enthusiasts expect. The seller states that the car has only 8,000 miles showing since its build or restoration, giving it the look of a well-preserved classic that's ready to be enjoyed. Unfortunately, the listing doesn't provide many mechanical details. There's no mention of the engine, transmission specifications, or whether the drivetrain is numbers matching. Instead, the seller focuses on one interesting detail. They're willing to trade specifically for a Nissan Skyline R34 GTT or a Toyota Supra MK4, suggesting they're looking to move from classic American muscle into iconic Japanese performance. While the lack of detailed information means buyers should ask plenty of questions before making an offer, the Chevelle SS itself remains the star of the listing. Its reputation, styling, and collectability have kept values strong for decades. So, is it worth the asking price? In my opinion, it certainly has the potential to be, but only after verifying the details. Documentation, drivetrain specifications, and restoration history will make a big difference in determining whether $50,000 is a fair value. Even so, one thing is certain. A 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS is never just another classic car. It's one of the true legends of the American muscle car era, and that alone guarantees it will always have an audience. Number 11. The 1973 Ford Mustang. The 1973 Ford Mustang marks the final year of the first-generation Mustang before Ford introduced the smaller Mustang II. Because of that, The 1973 model has become increasingly appreciated by collectors who want the last of the original body style without paying the premium commanded by the earlier 1960s cars. This example is listed at $15,900 and is powered by its original numbers matching 302 cubic inch V8, paired with the original 3-speed manual transmission and original rear differential. While the engine originally came with a 2-barrel carburetor, it has been upgraded to a 4-barrel setup, giving the small block V8 improved breathing and a noticeable boost in performance. According to the seller, everything on the car works, which is always encouraging when shopping for a classic that's over 50 years old. The paint was completed about 4 years ago and is described as driver quality, meaning it looks good on the road but isn't intended to be a concours-level show finish. The Mustang has also benefited from several recent maintenance upgrades, including new wheels and tires, fresh carpeting, a heater core, water pump, and a new timing chain and gears. Those are all important reliability improvements that help reduce the maintenance costs a new owner might otherwise face. So, is it worth the $15,900 asking price? In my opinion, absolutely. A 1973 Mustang with its original 302 V8, manual transmission, matching drivetrain, and recent mechanical updates is becoming increasingly difficult to find at this price point. It offers a great balance of originality, usability, and affordability, making it an attractive option for someone looking to enter the classic Mustang market. The 1973 Ford Mustang may have been the last of the larger first-generation cars, but that's exactly what gives it its appeal today. A true classic V8 Mustang that still delivers an authentic American driving experience without an overwhelming price tag. Number 12. The 1966 Ford Thunderbird Coupe. The 1966 Ford Thunderbird Coupe marked the final year of the fourth-generation Thunderbird, blending personal luxury with big-block V8 performance. Its sleek styling, hidden headlights, and upscale interior made it one of Ford's most refined grand touring cars of the 1960s. This example is located in Ozone Park, New York, with an asking price of $16,995. According to the seller, it's a two-owner car showing just 37,567 miles, making it an intriguing option for classic Ford enthusiasts. Power comes from a 390 cubic inch FE big block V8, paired with an automatic transmission. The seller says the car runs and drives strong, backed by an extensive list of recent mechanical upgrades. These include a new carburetor, distributor, timing gear set, fuel system components, electric cooling fan, thermostat, belts, seals, and a refreshed cooling system, all aimed at improving reliability. Inside, the Thunderbird has received a comprehensive custom interior refresh. Updates include a custom dashboard, door panels, steering wheel, new carpet, headliner, trunkliner, sound deadening, and a complete wiring overhaul. Modern convenience comes from a Bluetooth radio paired with a powerful aftermarket audio system featuring a 1,200-watt amplifier, dual 12-inch subwoofers, multiple speakers, and tweeters. Rather than preserving the car as a factory original example, the previous owner focused on creating a more comfortable and enjoyable driver while maintaining the Thunderbird's classic appearance. In my opinion, this 1966 Ford Thunderbird is an appealing blend of vintage style and modern usability. With its dependable 390 FE V8, extensive mechanical updates, refreshed interior, and upgraded sound system, it offers the charm of a classic grand tourer with features that make it much easier to enjoy on today's roads. Number 13. The 1975 Chevrolet Camaro Coupe. While first-generation Camaros usually steal the spotlight, the second-generation models have developed a loyal following thanks to their long hood, aggressive styling, and comfortable driving manners. Today, clean, mostly original examples are becoming harder to find. This particular 1975 Chevrolet Camaro Coupe is located in Buffalo, New York, with an asking price of $14,000. Finished in pearl white with a tan interior, it shows approximately 85,000 miles and is described by the seller as a very nice cruiser. Under the hood is the original 350 cubic inch V8 equipped with a 2-barrel carburetor, paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission and a floor shifter. According to the seller, the drivetrain remains completely stock and unmodified, making it an attractive option for buyers who appreciate originality. Recent updates include a new dual exhaust system, while the air conditioning system is present but simply needs a recharge and a new belt to become operational again. The seller also mentions being open to trades for other classic cars or drag cars. In my opinion, this Camaro offers a lot of value for the money. An original 350 V8 drivetrain, mostly unmodified condition, and an affordable price make it an excellent entry point into classic Camaro ownership. It may not be a high-horsepower muscle car, but as a reliable weekend cruiser with timeless styling, it's easy to appreciate. Number 14. The 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle 300 Deluxe. What if I told you that for $34,500, you could own a 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle 300 Deluxe packing a 454 big block V8, a 4-speed manual, and a 4.11 posi-traction rear end? This isn't your average Malibu cruiser. It's a classic Chevelle that's been built with performance in mind. Finished in gray with a black interior, the car has a clean, understated appearance that lets the mechanical upgrades do the talking. According to the seller, it has been driven only lightly since its restoration, meaning the hard work has already been done and it's ready to be enjoyed. Under the hood is the legendary 454 cubic inch Chevrolet Big Block, paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, a combination that's guaranteed to put a smile on any muscle car enthusiast's face. Backing it up is a 4.11 posi-traction rear axle, giving the car strong acceleration and an unmistakably aggressive character. The upgrades don't stop there. The seller also notes that the car has been fitted with disc brakes on both the front and rear, providing significantly better stopping power than the factory setup and making the car much more confidence-inspiring to drive. One thing I appreciate about this listing is the seller's honesty. They openly state that the car isn't a perfect 10, and that the asking price reflects its condition. Rather than claiming it's a flawless show car, they're presenting it as a solid, restored classic that's meant to be driven and enjoyed. So, is it worth the asking price? Personally, I think it's a compelling package. For under $35,000, you're getting a restored Chevelle with a big block V8, a 4-speed manual, modern braking upgrades, and a performance-focused drivetrain. Building a similar car today could easily cost more than the asking price. If you're looking for a classic Chevrolet that delivers authentic muscle car performance without reaching six-figure territory, this 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle 300 Deluxe is definitely worth considering. Number 15. The 1966 Chevrolet Impala LS Swap. What if I told you that for just $12,900, you could own a 1966 Chevrolet Impala powered by a modern 6.0-liter LS V8 for less than the price of many ordinary used cars? At first glance, this looks like a classic full-size Chevy. But underneath, it's been transformed into a far more modern machine thanks to one of the most popular engine swaps in the automotive world. Finished in black inside and out, this Impala has a clean, aggressive appearance that matches its upgraded drivetrain. Under the hood sits a 6.0-liter LS engine, paired with a 4L60E automatic transmission. It's a combination known for delivering reliable power, easy parts availability, and excellent street manners. Beyond the engine swap, the car has also received tubular control arms, an updated dash cluster, and a new ignition, giving it a more modern feel while retaining the unmistakable lines of a 1966 Impala. The seller is refreshingly honest about the condition. They state that the car has no rust, which is a major plus for a Midwest classic, but they also admit the body isn't perfect. Rather than presenting it as a flawless show car, they're offering it as a solid driver that runs and drives well, and that honesty adds credibility to the listing. Perhaps the biggest surprise is the price. Finding a rust-free classic with a completed LS swap for under $13,000 is becoming increasingly uncommon, especially when much of the expensive drivetrain work has already been completed. So, is it worth the asking price? In my opinion, absolutely. For $12,900, you're getting a classic 1966 Impala with modern V8 power, an automatic overdrive transmission, and a solid foundation that can be enjoyed immediately or improved over time. It may not be a concours restoration, but if you're looking for a classic Chevy that's built to be driven rather than just admired, this Impala offers an incredible amount of value for the money.